at first I was like, I was just doing it just to do it. Like, okay, she's a new girl. I gotta romance her, you know. But then as the story kept going on and on, I was like, yo, am I falling in love?
Alright guys, welcome back to Tables Have Tabled. Today we're just going to be having like a loose format kind of conversation all about our experiences with Persona 5 The Royal that just came out. We do want to say that we're going to be talking about some spoilery content, so spoiler warning for those of you that have not played the game yet. But with that said, we're just going to go for it.
Alright. What should we discuss first, guys? I guess we should talk about the story. What about the new story?
Yeah, so I definitely think that the base game story from like the original Persona, because I know we all played the original Persona 5 and we all loved it. So playing this again, I literally felt like I was kind of it almost felt like a new experience to me in a way.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it definitely felt new.
Yeah, I still definitely enjoyed it from beginning to the end, and the new content stuff was like, it was just mind blowing. Like the minute I got that, it was just.
Yeah, that's like I stood with my mouth open, like I was like, "What the heck is going on right now, man?"
Yeah, so like when you right at the end, you get to like where you're supposed to go to jail, and then fucking Akechi just pops out of nowhere. You're like, what? When I saw that, when I got to that moment, I fucking freaked. I was like, oh my god, he did survive, and he's turning himself in. This is so perfect. And then you kept going through it, and then you got to that point where Futaba says like her mom like give her like a gift or something, or she's getting like a Christmas gift for her mom. And I was like, what? Like,
yeah,
Futaba's mom's alive? How?
Did you recognize Morgana right away?
Yeah.
Dude,
I did too. I was like, holy crap.
I did not. I was like, yo, like, is this like a new like character? Like, is there about to be some like new like underlying issues? Who is this person? But then they said it was Morgana. I was like, oh, it's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, because he saw that model on the TV and he wanted to be like that person.
Oh yeah.
I just tell from his eyes. That's how I also tell it was Morgana.
I could tell from his outfit because it matches collar and stuff.
Yeah, oh, I didn't notice that.
I did not notice any of that. I was literally just like, when I saw that, I was like, yo, who this bitch? How you know me? How you know me?
It was just funny when the main character is like, yeah, like we sleep in the same bed together or something like that. You're like, wait a second, that doesn't sound right.
Oh yeah.
As soon as I heard that, I was like, I'm stuck in an alternate universe.
Did you guys like catch up like on the beginning where they said there was like a car crash? The minute I heard that, I was like, whoa, that's new. In the original game, that didn't happen.
Oh, what are you talking about now? Yeah, I honestly thought that was related to Yoshizawa-san. I really did, but it turned out to be wrong.
I can kind of see where you're coming from though, Paul, because of like her story and stuff.
I knew it was Sumire instantly. Like I knew it had to deal with her. Like, just it's like, oh, something happened to her. She got into a car crash or something. I thought she was dead. I thought she was like a ghost.
Yeah,
the whole playthrough.
Before the game came out, Sunny tried to convince you that she was never real to begin with. Man, Sunny.
Nah. I mean, so the one thing I can say about the story is like it's very kind of like, if you catch the cues, you can kind of really like things kind of fall into place easily, and you can kind of figure stuff out like by yourself. Like there's nothing too like secretive about the story, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What you mean?
It's kind of cliche. What's gonna happen?
Yeah, it's kind of like you kind of like just the way you interacted with some of the characters, you can kind of tell like, oh, this guy might be, he might have some type of motive. And it always ends up becoming true in the end.
Yeah. So that was basically me throughout the whole story. You guys were just like, jaw dropped and everything, but me, I was just like analyzing everything. I'm like, okay, this relates to this relates to that. To be honest, after the first month, I did not trust the psychiatrist. I did not trust him. I liked him. I trust him.
I trusted him like wholeheartedly because I was like, oh man, this guy's pretty cool.
Nah, man, I trusted him, or no, I didn't trust him, but I liked him a lot. I think his character is actually really good, but I didn't trust him.
I knew that I know like since like the little spoilers we had was like Marky had to be important to the story, but I just wasn't expecting him to be like the final boss. Like the
I
final
totally called that. I totally
Yeah, it was kind of like because like he was near like end of the game. He starts talking about his research on cognitive science, and you kind of like figure out through his confidant and stuff. And like once you get to that point in his rank, you kind of realize like this guy might be doing something, or he might play like a very vital role in the game.
Yeah, I wasn't sure like what he was gonna do with that. Like I knew it had to be something, but Sonny, I had no idea that he was gonna be.
I actually thought he was there for a while.
Yeah, I was shocked. I was like,
I could tell like as soon as I entered the palace, not the first time when you go save Yoshizawa-san, but
Yeah.
like the first time that you're in there as like a partial like infiltration, and like you enter like the lobby area, like you could immediately tell like, oh my god, like this is definitely Maruki.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't know.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
even take a guess. I was like,
Yeah, man, you can tell things like. You can tell
I
it's
thought-
like
okay, well.
psychiatrist stuff. Like, you know what I mean? It's sort of like there's like a rehabilitation kind of setting, and guess what? He's a psychiatrist, or is psychiatrist the right word? He's a counselor. How about he's a
Counselor,
counselor.
yeah.
Help rehab people. It just clicked immediately for me.
no, I thought it was his friend. That one time you meet him at the buffet.
Oh, true.
His
I was
right
like-
friend.
Yeah,
Oh.
because he had a name. I was like, oh, is he gonna be important later on? But nah, he wasn't at all. Like,
He was important to Maruki. Okay.
yeah, but I thought he was gonna be more important. I thought he was gonna be like the big bad, and like Maruki was gonna like help us fight this
Take him
his own friend or something like that.
That would have been actually a really interesting twist.
I just wasn't expecting like Maruki to be the final boss.
I kind of expected it. Obviously through all the hints, but also sort of like he had a messiah complex. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's the desire to save everyone. He had that in the beginning of the game.
He
So I'm
basically
like,
wanted Jesus.
I mean,
And then
at the same time,
I was gonna say any Japanese game with a messiah complex, they're the villain.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
he's almost like a tragic like anti-hero.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like what I felt, but at the same time, I still like love it. I feel like the one thing Atlas really does well when it comes to the Persona series is their character development. Like none of the characters are like one dimensional. They each have their own problems, their own issues, and you really see them kind of like grow and blossom as you go up through their ranks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I think
almost
that's my
like
favorite part of the game, actually.
yeah, dude. It's almost like having like a real friend.
It was having a friend during quarantine.
I'd be getting messages, hey, like, you free to do something? Nah, I gotta hang out with Ryuji after school. Sorry, guys. Like, we gotta go hang out, I promised we'd go eat ramen today. Like,
what was your guys' like favorite story moment though? Like of all time? Like if you had to play like you're gonna play the second playthrough, like what moment in the game you can't wait to see again?
Oh man.
I have mine already. I think it'd just be I won't lie, like it's just pretty much every Akechi moment. Like I just really enjoyed Akechi in this game, especially
Yeah.
in the original. I really enjoyed the royal version of Akechi more.
It's because you got to know him a lot closer through the confidant ranking.
That and just like when he starts wearing his black mask and starts like using Loki and stuff. I feel like I was feeling getting to know the real him and not like the facade he's always been wearing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just it's funny to see how the character is so different. Like the two personalities are very different. Especially when he's a navigator, it's so funny to me.
He was an amazing navigator.
Awesome,
Yeah.
best navigator, man. Sorry, Futaba, you got replaced.
his showtime with Joker is pretty cool too.
Oh man, it's amazing.
Oh yeah, it's pretty edgy, but I think that's the point of Akechi.
Yeah.
Did you guys manage to see Joker's showtime with Yoshizawa? I did not get to see it.
You didn't see it?
I didn't get to
I-
either, but
I didn't
had
get to
watch
see it.
twice.
I didn't get to see it because I insta-killed like every single monster.
Same.
Same.
Oh, man, I purposely made sure that I actually got her showtime before I ended the game, just by making sure I don't insta kill or anything. And you just walk up to a shadow instead of running to him. You have to walk up to him and just attack it.
Yeah.
I literally tried to either kill myself or Yoshizawa-san, and then it just activates.
It's
It's a
showtime.
cool one.
You see, okay, I'm gonna bring up a dislike real quick. It just kind of sucks that Joker never gets to use his showtime until like the very end of the game.
Yeah, that was so sad. I was like, I deserve more showtimes.
Yeah, like I was assuming that each character would have a showtime with every other character. So I was like, oh snap, yo, I can't wait to see what like Ryuji and Joker's showtime is gonna be. But they never had one, and I was like, damn, it's kind of disappointing. But the showtimes were still pretty cool. Like, I freaking love Yusuke and Ryuji's one. Their showtime's cool.
I think my favorite was probably, I don't know, I like the Catchies and Jokers one. That was pretty cool.
That
was
probably
good,
my
yeah.
favorite.
Yeah, I got like Joker's and Kenshi and like just the three of them. Any of Joker's really. I really like those. If you watch Yoshizawa-san Joker's, it's pretty much a play of Phantom of the Opera.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Man, I need to
You
go
get
watch
some
it. I'm
real
just gonna go
musical
watch on
theater
YouTube.
vibes from it.
That's cool.
I saw
I
on
think
YouTube.
mine is definitely like Yusuke and Ryuji too.
yeah, I love it, yo.
It's so good.
But come on, I gotta mention Ryuji Makoto's though. Come on.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was pretty
Yes,
good.
ma'am.
Man, yo.
Because Makoto's a bad bitch.
Mhm.
Yeah, dude, she's awesome. Yo, hers and Haru's is actually all their showtimes are pretty good, man. What
Yeah, they're
what am I
all
saying?
good.
What am I
Oh,
saying?
really good.
I'm always happy.
I like the colorful like vibes of all the ones that Yusuke is involved with, like Yusuke and who is it, An, I think?
Yeah.
They have one.
And then also the one with An and Morgana, the first one that you get, is
Yeah.
like really good.
I always spam that one when I ever get the chance.
Yeah.
I think Showtime's a little busted because they can finish off some hard ass enemies. Pretty
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I think that's the point of it because
It's a
I mean,
finisher.
it even said in the game they only pop up more if a character is dying or if Joker's dying.
Oh yeah.
So it was designed so you could survive the battle.
It's Showtime.
But I feel like that's where like one of its flaws in the game kind of shows, because they didn't really change much in terms of enemies. So
I mean, they add new demons.
yeah, but like with the showtime and stuff, and then you like if you rank up Yuji's confidant, you kind of get like an insta kill move.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of kill shadows a lot easier. There was almost like throughout the whole entire playthrough for me, I feel like there wasn't much of a challenge. Like that's
Yeah.
kind of what I felt.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt too, man. Like so when we eventually made it to Okomura's palace, I couldn't fucking beat I couldn't do the boss fight at all, and I was doing a hard playthrough up to that point, and then I read like a strategy on how to beat it, because like my damage output literally was not enough to kill it before
Yeah.
they just like killed themselves and then new people spawned. But then like you can exploit merciless mode because it like multiplies the damage output on like technicals, crits, and weaknesses. And I immediately like the first try, like I just immediately swept through everything, and I kept it on merciless for the rest of the playthrough. And
Dang.
it was like the easiest, like it made it easy. Like merciless is kind of busted because if you know how to like exploit it,
Mm-hmm.
it just becomes like the easiest thing ever. Like you can one shot most things.
Damn.
Let's just take a moment to realize how frustrated we were with the Kumura boss fight though.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, yo, that boss fight was yo, that there was definitely
Cows.
like I don't know, they were definitely on something when they decided to make that boss fight.
So
I had to I had to break my code of honor and get that level 90 persona from the DLC just to beat him.
It's because like you couldn't even do enough damage before they run away. Like they needed to add like at least like 1 or 2 more turns of damage output.
yeah, I think me and Razme only did it what the game wanted to do, and so like keep weaknesses, baton passing, and everything. You use that strategy, right, Razme?
Yeah, I used that strategy. I also buffed my characters, and I took advantage of Haru's triple down skill, because that skill is actually like pretty broken.
Yeah.
But like,
I tried to do that too, but man, it was still not enough.
yeah. I mean, I feel like so each boss in the game has like a gimmick, right? Where it's like, oh, do this to exploit, the weakness, so that way you can carry on with the fight. With Okumura's palace specifically, for that boss fight, there was almost no gimmick. It was just you need to have pure raw damage to kill all the bots in time. So I feel like the boss was just poorly designed in general. Like there was nothing fun or amusing with that boss fight.
Yeah, just right. Actually, now that you mention it, that's a good point.
I hated that boss fight. God damn. I almost Persona 5 Royal right there. I was so dead.
I was gonna say, I know me and Sunny, we talked about it, how we compared the original Okumura boss fight in the original game versus the new one, and we both agreed the original was too easy, but now the new one's way too hard.
Yeah,
yeah. I think that's like a point of the game where if people who are not really like had never played a Persona game before get to that moment, they might drop the game.
Yeah,
it was just a huge difficulty spike, and then literally the palace right after, you breeze right through it.
Yeah.
Like I still don't know why they made that fight like so fucking hard.
It was a test of willpower, guys.
I was about to lose it, man. I was literally about to chuck my my game. I was like, God damn it, this stupid fight sucks.
I actually fucking did that. Like after I did I think I did fucking 15 attempts or something like that on hard, and then I was just so pissed I closed the game for a day. And then I came back to it, tried some more, it was not working out, and that's when I finally googled it and found the merciless exploit. But
so I feel like we switched from story to gameplay, so I guess we'll just keep going on gameplay. Like what else new features did we like about it? What about the billiards and the darts club thing?
I thought that was a good addition. I liked it.
I liked it. Just that not billiards. Darts is hard because it involves a lot of the motion control.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
It's made easy with the book you read though.
Mm-hmm.
We can slow down time.
Oh, by using Joker's
third eye ability.
Yeah, I didn't actually use that. I actually just played and I would get bullseyes.
Damn, what the hell?
Wait, you do bullseyes? What about Akechi,
Yeah.
man? How'd you get Akechi's?
Well, I think I failed once, but I was still able to do it. It wasn't hard.
You did bullseyes? Just straight up bullseyes?
Without
Yeah,
the
and
third eye
then
for
at the
Akechi?
end you have to hit specific points. And I don't know. I guess I'm pretty good at it.
Dude, what I did the 60s all the way through.
That's what I did.
I didn't trust I knew Akechi would get bullseye every single time. So I was like, oh man, this is not enough. So I just kept getting I tried to get the 2-1, but I think that's impossible. Where he has to finish it off, I think it's impossible. You can't do it.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think it's actually mathematically. I don't think you can do it.
Yeah, you. I think no matter what, you're the one that has to end it.
It's so stupid. I hate Akechi.
But a trick that I did, and for people who are listening, it's a pretty good trick. Pretty much what I did was the area. I pretty much put the bullseye right at the end of the motion area.
That's what I did too.
Yeah, so that way you just wait for it to hit the end, and that's when you throw it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's smart. That's smart.
Yeah, because you
then
put
it's
it
a lower surface area that you can hit.
right. So that's pretty much what I did the whole entire time.
I'm impressed you did that without the third eye thing though, man. Because I needed to slow down time for that shit to work.
Oh yeah, no, I feel like I have
I think it has
hand-eye coordination. I guess.
he opened his own third eye.
I opened my fourth eye.
Holy shit, he's got 4.
I actually didn't do the billiards a lot either. I didn't do the billiards.
I did that one a
actually,
lot.
But I feel like I should have done it because it increases technical damage.
Yeah.
Should've done-
Oh, it
It's pretty
does.
Oh, that's what that does?
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
bonus increased technical damage.
Oh.
I thought it was just useless.
I did too. I was like, alright, I guess it's billiards
See,
only.
like,
Or, I mean,
a couple times I did do it. I didn't get anything. I got just the social points. So I was like,
Yeah.
You need the books.
Oh, you need the book?
You
Damn.
need the book in order to increase your technical rank with the billiards.
Oh. I didn't read the book
I gotta remember that from my
Same.
second playthrough.
because I thought it was useless, so I didn't like invest time into it.
Nah, man, technical ranks. Like once you get max, everything goes down for you, man. It's awesome.
Let's see.
see that.
What else? What else was added? The grappling hook. Yeah.
Oh, I
grappling
love
hook.
that grappling hook.
I feel like it wasn't really too necessary. I thought it was gonna be used a little bit more, but I guess it was okay.
I used
mean-
it a lot against shadows.
Yeah,
That's
when
what I
you
did,
like
too.
surprise them, yeah. But
That's
I,
actually a really broken like mechanic.
yeah, and I also feel like for the palaces, it added a lot more depth to like the floors and stuff because you can find like secrets, especially for like the will seeds. Like
Yeah.
the stuff they did for the palaces was like I loved it.
Mm.
It was a thrill just to like go through all the redesigned palaces and find all the new content that they have, all the will seeds and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was
Yeah.
a welcome addition to the game.
The
That was
wheels.
Raspberry.
It definitely helped the replayability because it was brand new stuff. It's kind of like, it's almost like what they did with the, like the storyline too. How they just added small things here and there, like interactions with Yoshizawa, Marquis, and I don't know, just like other events that happen that keep it like fresh for returning players. That was definitely much appreciated.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So what do you guys think about? To talk about gameplay, anyway, what do you guys think about Thieves' Den?
These was pretty cool, I guess. I like playing the card games with my teammates.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I opened the Thieves Den the first time they showed it to me, and I never went back to it.
What?
That's what I did too.
What? No, guys, you guys gotta go to Thieves' Den. Like you can well, there's a card game, and Sunny and I really enjoyed that card game.
I liked it.
I'll probably go check it out. I felt like it was just kind of like a trophy room.
I felt like I was playing with my friends again.
It hit harder because of the situation.
They always said, "Good job, Joker." Thanks, guys.
Yeah, but,
That one.
so if you well, going off of the trophy room comment, if you actually put the actual decorations and stuff down, characters can actually go in and comment on the statues. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, Lavenza can actually talk to Akechi about a random object you put in. It's pretty interesting.
That's pretty cool.
It's super cool. You get to see you actually become the characters too on the third
Oh
floor.
yeah.
Like you can become Ryuji or Futaba or An or Cody.
You can be
for
Rat.
real?
You can be Rat
Yeah.
Joker.
Oh,
You
shit.
can be all the characters.
Alright, guys, I'll be back. I gotta go boot up my PS4.
Okay, so we talked about I think we talked about everything. What about the new town? Did you guys like the new town?
I actually love it.
Yeah, Kichijoji.
I think
I
it was
love
a-
Kichijoji, man.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Great
alright.
spot.
That's where I saw Sumire.
Yo, Sunny was just starstruck the whole entire time.
See, I was so scared throughout my whole playthrough that I was like, "Oh, is this worth it? Is this worth it just to romance her?" It was. It was worth it. I'm proud to say.
I originally thought he was gonna kill me.
The one scene where she doesn't have an umbrella and Joker's like, "Hey, take my umbrella, or we could walk together." That was definitely a fan moment right there. Like, you know everyone was waiting for that one thing to pop up.
All the dates with her were good too. Like the Valentine's thing and the White Day thing.
Yeah, I love that moment.
See, I didn't choose her. I had to go with
Lady On.
what I went with the base game. Yeah, Lady On.
Rasmi was
Like that.
Rasmi Morgana, man.
I'm Joker. Don't you know?
I was actually going if I was actually about to pick no one. I was very close to picking no one.
Oh, really?
Dang,
Yeah, I was
that's
gonna
some strong willpower, man.
I picked I think Yoshizawa-san in the end, but at the
see, 'cause I-
time,
Dude, you got to, man. Your first playthrough, you got to romance her.
Yeah, it feels right. I'm glad that I held out because I really freaking wanted to go with Makoto.
Yeah.
Nah, I assume my gut feeling just wouldn't leave me. I seriously thought she was gonna kill me. So I'm like, if she kills me or if she's not worth it, that's okay. I'm going the single route. That's fine with me. She got me in the end. She got me in the end.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so that's actually like one of like the things I didn't really like about the game is they kind of like pushed you really hard on trying to choose Yoshizawa over like all the other characters, because in the base game it was kind of like really ambiguous, you know. Although I know like a lot of people are saying that, oh, you know, Makoto is the OTP for the main character and stuff, but I feel like they did for a base game they did really well on kind of making it like, okay, like since you're technically the main character, you know, you kind of choose what you want. Yeah, like
Right.
But this one they kind of were like, hey, Nugo's kind of cute, ain't she? And they just kind of like continually throw it at you, you know?
I was like, yeah, you're right.
At first I was just doing it just to do it, like just for like, okay, she's a new girl, I gotta romance her, you know. But then as the story kept going on and on, I was like, yo, am I falling in love?
Yo, you know for a fact, I know for a fact, the thing that caught Sunny the most was when you went on a date with Yoshizawa and she tried out clothes. That was Sunny's pinnacle moment right there.
Nah, man, when she showed up with in the yukata, I was like, oh.
What the?
And she was like blushing. I'm like, what do you think, senpai? I'm like, yes. Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I'm the complete opposite of Sunny. As the story kept going on and on, I kept questioning everything, and to the point where I'm like, I'm not even sure if I like you anymore.
Paul was overthinking it, man.
You were like so paranoid, bro. You should have just been like, yo, the cute redhead is nice.
Nah, man, I gotta follow my gut instincts. My gut instincts. In the end, I wasn't wrong. She tried to kill me.
What?
You're correct on a technicality, but I think that you're missing the intent.
Yeah. I'll say you were right, but at the same time you weren't right, Paul.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Alright, I think the other feature that we didn't talk about was Josei and Mementos.
Oh yeah.
What'd you guys think about that?
I freaking love what they did with Mementos and Jose. Like, yo, Jose's he's just such a cute character.
Yeah.
And such a welcome addition to Mementos. It actually made going back through Mementos fun.
That's true.
Cause like, oh yo, I gotta collect more flowers for him, so you know he can give me stuff.
Every time I would see him come by, and I would drive by, he would say, "Hey, Mister." every time I drive by. Yes.
Good job.
Yeah. Yo, and sorry, go ahead,
Paul.
Paul.
Me and Jose about Mementos that I enjoyed Jose a lot, but my problem.
Did you say Jose?
Is it Jose or Jose?
I think
It's Jose, man.
Jose?
Yeah, I thought it was Jose too, but everyone kept saying Jose, so I was like, alright, I guess it's Jose.
It's just because he introduces himself as Jose.
Yeah.
So the thing I didn't like about Jose and Mementos, I generally enjoyed most of it, but I wish they did more with him. I wish they had more features with him.
I mean, you do fight him though, you know?
I agree with Paul on that one.
I wish you had more of it, you know what I mean?
I thought it was gonna be harder too, that fight.
Oh yeah, that fight was really bad. Oh, really?
I didn't even know that you could fight Jose at all until Sunny told me the other day.
I was surprised. I was like, whoa, Chris, you haven't fought him? Like,
yeah, like I didn't fight him because like I did see him at the very, very end of Mementos, like the very end, you know. But I did not realize.
Yeah, I actually didn't fight him either.
oh really?
Because like I didn't have to buy anything, and
Yeah.
I completed all the
The stamps and stuff.
yeah, the stamps. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, like I don't really have a reason to talk to Jose. He's not gonna do anything. So I totally missed that part.
Yeah, I missed it too. I didn't realize that you could do that.
I'm almost studying the whole Jose fight though. I thought it was super easy. I didn't struggle at all.
Well, I had
Well, he's a little
Yoshitsune. Well, I had Yoshitsune, so I fucking deleted his ass.
Dude,
Oh my God.
Yoshitsune is OP. But like, I mean, with that fight, did you learn anything new with Jose?
So I think he's basically a god. Like he's like a god, and he's watching over the humans. Cause he said that there's So when you beat him, he's like, oh, so this is the strength of the humans. Like, and he said like, so we asked, so he during that fight, he's basically like wanting to learn what humans are. So we beat the shit out of him, and he's like, oh, so that's what humans are. And then everyone asks like, so did you learn something? And he's like, nope. And he's like,
Okay, so that's pretty useful because I thought like throughout the whole entire thing I was like, man, like what was the point of Jose? Like what were his origins? But I guess they did have it in the game. I probably got to go back and check that out again.
So my thing is the opposite of Sunny. I didn't think he was some kind of god or anything. I just thought he was like the twins or something. I thought he was like an offset Velvet Room resident who just was ignorant of humans. I didn't think he was like God. What the hell?
but he said that he's like one of the people that watch over the humans.
But
Igor does that too.
Yeah, I
I
kind
don't
of see what
know.
you're talking about. I kind of see what you're talking about, Paul, because like a lot of the Velvet Room residents, they have like the white hair. That's the iconic thing for them. You might be onto something, Paul. Wow.
They have white hair and yellow eyes.
Yeah, and Jose does have yellow
They have
eyes.
both.
Oh, you're right. Wow.
So maybe he is a Velvet Room guy. I
Yo,
don't know.
maybe. Persona 6?
Oh god.
Persona 6 confirmed?
Is
They're definitely
there a
gonna
new,
do something with Jose though.
Is there a new resident who's gonna do our fusions for us?
Yo, damn, Paul, you got me thinking, man. Damn, good eye, bro. Damn, dude.
I'm not overthinking things. You are just thinking enough.
Paul's a
Good
conspiracy
eye, bro.
theorist.
I'm not kidding when I said like
Not
most of the
theory.
story. I was scratching my chin. I was actually scratching my chin a lot during the story.
Damn,
Okay,
that's crazy. It's crazy.
I think the stamps actually like helped me not get bored of mementos too hard. Because in the first, in the base game, you kind of just went to mementos you don't even train at mementos, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, you just go there to basically just complete like the side quest, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And, like,
And for story reasons, but
Yeah.
other than that, there's no point in going to mementos. But with Jose there and the stamps, and you actually kind of have to rely on it to level up, because you usually you would like 1 day, we 1 day palaces. Like we didn't really like enjoy the palaces. We just kind of finished it up and paid more attention onto our social stats and social links. So the memento things were actually like a really good, because when I wanted to like transition or had like some free time, I would just go to mementos, use Ryuji's like insta kill, and probably gain like 10 levels just for doing that.
Yeah. It made it a lot easier to just like go through the palaces like so fast.
Yeah.
I say if there's any tips for the stars or the stamps, definitely go for experience all the way.
Yep. That's what I did too.
I did that for money. I need money, man.
It's like Mishima's confidant thing when you max that out and you get like more EXP for everybody, and then you max out like 200% EXP in mementos. It's like it's over. Like insta kill 2, it's over.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude! Like, just running around, like freaking crashing into shadows and getting free EXP for doing nothing.
Yeah. It's like I tried to not hit them sometimes because it felt cheap.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you still just hit their asses because you're obviously like you're holding R2 always.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was just about to say something about Mentos. It's that the thing about Jose and the stamps is that like you don't really know where the stamps are sometimes, so you have to like go through every floor and like literally crash into everything though to find that maybe that one stamp that might be hiding somewhere.
Yeah.
You can do something cheap like what I did. So like you can technically like push the R1 and teleport to the next floor up and the next floor below, and then you just wait for Futaba's scan to identify like if there actually is a stamp. then you go find it, and then you just instantly like keep warping between until you like always know exactly where they are.
Oh, that's what I did.
Damn, that's
Nah,
actually
man,
smart.
I didn't even finish the stamps. I plan to go my second playthrough finish because it carries on the stamp count you have in the original when you beat it the first time. It carries on to the second one.
Dude, I'm gonna bust. Oh my god, it's
what I'm gonna
busted. I literally maxed out everything.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
already
I
have all the stamps. But dang, I should have done what you guys did, because I would literally spend sometimes a good like hour and a half just finding all the stamps.
I did that before too until I like realized like you could use that strat, and then I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna fucking do this anymore. It's
I
taking way too
realized it,
long.
but I didn't want to do that strategy. I wanted to go through every single piece, every corner of that one level just to see if it's there. If it's not, I'm like, okay, cool, I got some EXP. Let's go down.
Yeah, true. The only reason I stopped doing that was like I already invested, I'm not kidding, probably like 4 hours trying to find all this stuff. It was just like I was just like having bad luck. Like I was not finding them.
Yeah, it takes a really long time to find them all, especially if you're trying to complete all the stamps. It takes a
Yeah.
long time.
What did you guys like the new persona changes where they have like traits and stuff now?
Oh,
Did you guys
dude.
like that?
Yeah, dude, I feel like that was wow. It really opens up a lot of customization to your personas and how strong they can be. It's amazing. But some of them for sure are OP. Like Yoshitsune's trait, which gives them
Triple the effect of charges and
charge and concentrate.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Once you get Yoshitsune, endgame is a literal breeze. It's ridiculous.
yeah,
Dang, I did
Arsene
not know
all the
that.
way through, didn't bother switching him out.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But so, did you guys? How far did you get? Do you guys do all the side quests, like all the
Yeah, I
requests
did.
and stuff?
Yeah.
Are we talking about like requests or?
Yeah, the request.
I think I missed like 3.
And the when you had to fight Yoshitsune as a request.
Yeah, that I fought. Oh, that sucked. That one sucked.
I remember he freaking charged, and then he did the Hasitobi. I was like, oh, this is it. I'm gonna die.
I actually enjoyed that fight because I was struggling, so I'm like, damn, finally a challenge. Let's go.
Yeah, I couldn't use Yoshitsune against him because he would reflect physical. So I was like, fuck, my strongest persona. I can't use it.
But you see, the thing is, if you had Yoshitsune equipped, he would do no damage to you. So you just have your party members do damage to it.
But nah, I had freaking I had Lucifer. So I would literally just summon him, concentrate, and then freaking like use Morning Star on his ass every time.
Arsene never switched out.
Damn, man.
Yoshitsune, that fight in Mementos was like, I think that was the hardest moment in Persona for me. Like,
even past Akumura?
Nah, Kumara's so hard, man.
well, Okumura was like bullshit,
Yeah.
but Yoshitsune was like pure like, holy fuck, this is crazy. Like it was even beyond like the Reaper for me. Like the Reaper was still hard, but like Yoshitsune was like, oh my god, dude. I was not like prepared. I was not prepared for that.
For the Hasatobi, man.
I was like, holy crap.
I think they made the Reaper a lot easier in this game.
I actually haven't had a chance to fight him yet, so I don't know.
Well,
Maybe because
I-
I was over leveled, that's why I guess.
yeah, because was it? I know in base game you could
You could cheese him.
yeah, you could cheese
Yeah.
him if you go in for like allergies and stuff, because I think he becomes
Despair.
yeah. But in this game that doesn't happen. So I feel like they kind of buffed him in a way, but because of the way the scaling worked in this game, where you just be over leveled, it was pretty much a breeze.
Yeah, literally just got Yoshitsune. I don't know why, but he's more busted with that freaking trait. I freaking
Yeah.
deleted the Reaper.
I actually made a promise to myself to never use Yoshitsune ever again. So I haven't.
I'm gonna keep using him. Yo, I even put him in lockdown and gave him the attack incense. Yo, he does mad damage. I think I ended the game with like 86 strength on him.
Oh my god.
I'm just trying to get 99 strength on him. Just
That's
make him
what I'm trying to do second playthrough.
completely make him busted. I'm
Do you
probably
guys
gonna,
use those items that boost the stat of one persona in like something?
Yeah. I use
Yeah.
them a lot.
Yeah, the incentives, yeah.
Yeah,
they definitely come in
I
handy.
actually did not use this.
Maxed out arson.
I think that also the DLC items you get are kind of busted too.
Yeah, they kind of are.
Get more EXP. Let's go.
It was like that actually was like broken as fuck. Like I ended up not using those because I was like, I gotta like have some kind of challenge. Like
I think the only one I used was null, light, and dark moves, where I just would never get insta killed.
Yeah.
True.
So-
True.
I feel like if you're kind of like new to the game, it's a welcome addition. It'll definitely help you out because like you won't know like the in and outs of the game. But for us, if you use it, it's almost like I don't know, like it's almost just watching like a movie. But-
yeah,
You might as well just go to easy mode or like the mode where you can't die.
oh safe mode or something.
Yeah, safe
Yeah.
mode where you just don't die.
The
You just
only
come back.
the only accessory I used was the armband that gave 15% money just because I wanted the money.
But in late game, money just becomes so trivial.
Yeah.
true.
It
I-
definitely did.
I have like 5 mil.
I think I'm sitting on like 6.
I'm
I'm
Yeah, I think
fucking
so.
loaded. I'm also on my second playthrough. I had on my first playthrough, I got almost everybody's ultimate weapon, ultimate armor. The only ones I'm missing is Joker's and Haru's because I didn't max out the Devil's Arcana to get Beelzebub
Yeah.
to get the axe that Haru needs, and then you can't do Joker's because you need Satanale.
Yeah. So one thing I didn't really like is like technically this is my second playthrough of the game since I played base game, and I kind of wanted to 100% it, you know, like
Mhm.
100% on this playthrough and just be done. But the fact that I had to go into New Game Plus, I'm like, you know, kind of like disappointed about that because I felt like I kind of felt like you should have been able to summon Satanale with the new semester.
You should have.
But that's just like it was just a minor gripe for me.
Everyone else gets their ultimate, but Joker doesn't get his
Right.
ultimate.
I mean, you can get your ultimate gun.
That's true. I did get that.
Yeah, I did get that.
I think a minor feature that I loved is that you can actually use your gun now.
Oh yeah, dude,
Yeah, true.
it's actually usable for once.
Like in the base game, you never use your gun because it's pointless. You have like Haru has like 2 bullets. After that, you can't use it. And Joker has like 8 or 5.
Yeah.
So there's like no point in using it. But since your bullets refill at every single battle, it's like it basically incentivizes you to use it.
That actually was a really, really well thought out addition to this game, I thought.
Yeah, they definitely did a lot of like quality of life improvements to the game.
Mhm.
But let's talk about the ending though. Did you guys like the ending?
So I want to say this first though. Sunny, I want to apologize so much to you, bro. I know Sunny and I finished the game before Razmi and Chris did. So when I finished the game and saw that horrible ending, Sunny unfortunately was the one who had to suffer all my negative, anti, everything. He had to suffer through all that. So I want to say sorry, bud.
Nah, man. See, when we were talking about it, at first I liked it, but then I realized how much I hated it. Like,
The ending?
now I actually look back on it, I kind of hate it.
I hate
Like-
it so much.
Like, you think about it, like, you know, in the original endings, the original ending game, like everyone gets together into the car and they drive away and escape the police. But this one, your friends don't even get to say goodbye. Like, they do.
Goodbye.
They do, but like it's kind of like a half-assed goodbye. They're like, okay, we're gonna drop Joker off. Okay, bye, and they drive off with the police. And then like, yo, where are you guys? Like, aren't you guys gonna see me off? Like, they just left, and then you get to the most hated part. Sumire didn't say jack shit to me. Like, I spent through this whole fucking game to like romance her, and then like she's just drives by, like she just glances at me, give me a nod. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? like like throughout this whole game, you know,
That shit hurted.
I was in so much agony and pain.
like throughout this whole game, she's like senpai, senpai, and this time, you just walk by. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
she's literally just.
like, I felt like I got copped out. I was like, this is bullshit.
Yeah,
It is
that was
bullshit.
And like
So how much you jail for this shit?
and then like at the end, you know, when you get all the confidants, like post game, like the confidant stuff for the next game, she's not even there. Like you can't even get anything from her. And I was
Oh my
like,
GoPro, my gift.
yeah, I was like, where's my girlfriend? What? I felt so hurt.
Yeah, no, man, that actually did hurt a lot.
I'm like, this is bullshit. I can understand Ketchy not being there because you know he wasn't real to begin with. Sorry.
Ooh, but no.
Well, see, it's ambiguous.
True ending though. True ending.
It was ambiguous. Like if he
Yeah,
was
that-
alive or not.
Yeah, that's true. They made it very ambiguous.
But
That was strange, actually, in itself, because I don't even know what they could possibly be hinting at with that. Like, unless they come out with the same cast of characters for the next game.
DLC ending.
it's gonna be a Persona 5 Royal Scramble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is, right? Persona 5 Scramble. Like,
Yeah, I
It's
think
supposed to be like the
ending
sequel.
But it's the sequel to the base game, not
Yeah.
not the Royal. So we don't even know. Like,
So, oh, go ahead, Sonny.
like I don't know. Like, at first I thought I liked the ending, but I don't know. It just
I
kind
changed
of
his
made me
mind.
mad. It just made me kind of pissed off. Like this whole thing that we're trying to we're building this up as we're friends. Like we fought for this reality, but then like I don't know. I feel like they kind of ditched me in the end. like,
He did.
like
Kind of how I felt
know.
too. Like, I remember when I beat Persona 5 base game, like, when, you know, like, you start to watch, like, all the, like, the last cutscene, and then it finally ends, and then, like, the credits, like, start rolling, and it's, the Stars and Us. I was, like, fucking crying. But then this one was more like, okay, like,
It's over.
it's over now.
Thanks for buying our.
My eyes are dry.
Like I feel like they should have been there. You know, they should have been on the platform. So I know you guys. I know none of you guys.
I wrote for
Have,
you. That's the ending I wrote for you, buddy.
I know none of you guys have played Persona 4, but in Persona 4, I wonder if you guys want me to spoil the ending. But
Sonny, I saw it. Like my cousins showed me the end. Like they made me play the end, specifically the end. I know.
Ah, okay.
I'd say let's not spoil that. Just
Okay.
because I know like Chris and stuff wants to
Yeah, you gotta play
definitely
it.
play it out when Captain has a chance.
Yeah.
Play Golden, don't play the
Bring it out
original.
on PS4
But yeah.
or something.
But yeah, Persona 4 ending was really good. I'll just say that. I just liked it. I liked it way better than this.
I mean, yeah,
Bullshit.
Persona 3's ending was also really good too.
Mhm.
But like just like going back to the game, I kind of want to talk more about like the new content. So the new semester, the new palace.
Mhm.
I mean, so when I played it, I definitely enjoyed it, but I felt like everything was kind of trivialized because at this point, I was already like max level, so I was just kind of going through the palace without even like thinking. I was just killing everything in almost one hit, and the palace was good. Like don't get me wrong, I freaking loved like the whole setup with Maruki and stuff.
Mhm.
But I just felt like it was definitely lackluster and kind of
I felt like it was chipped in.
yeah, it was, but at the same time I just felt like if you're thinking of kind of like the grand scheme of things,
Mhm.
this did not feel like a grand finale, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, like I'm literally like fucking like six pack abs, freaking arms bulging out of my freaking suit, yo, like dude, I freaking murked Maruki, yo.
Okay. The
the end when you're throwing
true
punches.
ending final boss.
Ooh, so I know
I hate that final
Paul.
boss.
Yeah,
I hate
I know
that.
Paul for sure. Paul, you had like some very, very strong negative like feelings towards it, and I definitely want to kind of like hear your side of like your experience. So
All right. Prepare yourself, boys. I have a lot pent up right in me right now. I'm holding back a lot right now. I'll be honest.
let it out, my friend.
Yeah, let it out, man.
So, believe it or not, I'm actually the complete opposite of Razme right now. I actually enjoyed a lot of the final dungeon. Like, I know he said he enjoyed it, but I loved the final battle. I loved all of it because, for me, Maruki actually, like, this is my personal belief. Maruki is actually complete opposite of what I believe in. He believes in like living in illusion is good for everyone.
Mhm.
I personally hate the idea of living in an illusion. For me, it was like, personally for me, it felt like it was just not a game that was like a battle for my beliefs at that point. Because I can't stand the idea of living in illusion. I'm with Akechi. I would rather be stuck and die in a real reality than be forced being resurrected in a fake reality. It just bothered me so much. So I enjoyed it only because it fought against my own personal beliefs. So I enjoyed the hell out of that boss fight.
Living in ignorant bliss.
But
Or living in
the
harsh
ending, the true ending. Dear God, I actually couldn't sleep that night. I'll be honest. When I finished the game, I couldn't sleep because the ending bothered me that much. I lost almost. I literally stayed up all night just hating the ending. I was so mad because it felt unsatisfying, and that's why I feel like the point of just in games in general, when you get to that point in the game where you finish the game and have to get to see an ending, you should feel satisfied. You should feel complete. That like I finished this, and when you look at it again, you should think, wow, that was a really good game. I enjoyed every bit. I want to see that ending more time, so I'm gonna jump back in and play it again. Like you should have the urge to play it again if the ending was worth it. But I did it honestly for the longest time. I tried not touching the game at all. Like you guys didn't buy the super special edition I did, and it's just sitting in my room, just haunting me. And I'm just
didn't you buy it too, Chris?
No, I bought the Steelbook.
Okay.
No, I bought the whole thing. I bought the whole special edition. It still haunts me. I'm looking at it right now, and it haunts me. I hate it. But because it just going off what Sonny said, in the original ending, all the friends were together. You got on a bus, and just drove off into your next new adventure. And it felt satisfying because you're like, yes, I beat the game. My friends are still with me. I'm looking towards the new horizon kind of thing.
Right.
But with this one, again, we're recording off Sunday. They give you a half-assed goodbye. I agree. I like the idea up to the point where Maruki dropped you off at that station. I think the Maruki taxi thing, I think that was necessary to the ending. I think that was good.
I kind of thought it was stupid.
Really?
Yeah, I hated it.
I didn't really understand it. I actually thought that dude was fucking dead.
No, it's to show the belief that he's moving on with his life despite the fact that all the shit that's happened to him.
See, I think a more satisfying ending for Maruki was he got back with his girlfriend. I think that would have been more satisfying because this shows that he does move on, but he's still escaping from his past. I felt like a better result for him would that he would have gone back with his girlfriend. Started that relationship.
For that cutscene, yeah.
Because the whole point was this whole thing started with his girlfriend and the murder of his her family, and that shocked her. I think Maruki should have gone back with it because I feel like since Maruki's curse was broken, basically all her memories would have flashed all the way back into her, and she would have to relive that scene all over again. But then Maruki would be there with her, with his new resolve that Joker gave him to push forward with her, That would have been so good, but then they just gave him as a fucking taxi driver, which is what the fuck? See, the fucking doctor, goddammit.
See,
yeah.
So here's, I kind of have to disagree. I kind of liked the fact that he was a taxi driver because what I got out of it was that in a sense he was still guiding people, but he wasn't guiding people in a way where he was kind of in control. He was just kind of a very small part of their lives. That's kind of what I got out of it, and he definitely looked happy, you know. So in a sense, he could still guide them in some sort of way, but not like to the point where he can literally control them. That's kind of what I felt out of it.
I just felt like he was running away.
Uh,
Like he was running away from his problem.
I kind of see that at the same time. I just feel like that's like not the creator's intent, the game creator's intent. I see it as more like, despite the fact that he went through all this, despite the fact he supposedly sacrificed a lot for, you know, his goals and that final dungeon. At the end, he's just like, it's okay to start over and move on with my life. Because if you go back, if you try to go change the past, that's pretty much you're living an illusion again. Like if you want, like if you ask me, it's normal to want to change the past, but you shouldn't anyway, because by then you're just trying to live an illusion. And by then he's been broken free of his illusion. He doesn't.
I didn't want him to change the past. I wanted him to more like own up to the past. Like, you know, he was always running from it. Because he changed that, like, his girlfriend's cognition, but I want him to like own up to the past. Like,
maybe off screen.
I don't know. Like, I just wanted him to be more happy, you know. Like, I want him to have more resolve.
Happy to move, you seem pretty happy being attacked with Jabber to be.
I want him to be more, you know.
Too much happiness, bro, can lead to problems.
Like I don't know. I didn't like how Maruki was being there, you know.
Well, I mean, I just feel like in Maruki's case, they didn't really change his heart. You know, like he didn't get like a major like. They killed his like they defeated his shadow, so now his shadow's gonna own up to his mistakes. I feel like with Maruki, it has to be more of like a gradual change because he's now like known like, okay, what he was doing was wrong, but like maybe what he needs is just a chance for him to just slowly change and get to know. So like I feel like I wouldn't have liked the ending of him, you know, going back to his girlfriend and trying to like end up with her. I feel like that would have been too happy and too like sudden of a change.
If you ask me, he gets rid of his character development.
Yeah.
I think I'm with Sunny.
I'm with Razme, man. I'm defending.
It's a split. It's a split.
I hate the ending.
Cause like I mean, I definitely loved Maruki as a character. Like his goal was, it had good intentions, but it was definitely like morally flawed. Like that's what I felt. But
and remember, every other palace you went to, the person was purposely doing evil. Maruki was trying to do good, just not the right way. But he was trying to do good.
Right.
So that's I feel like that's a whole other moral debate we can get into, guys.
Alright, go ahead, Paul. Sorry for interrupting.
Nah, man. I appreciate the input. So again, going after Maruki, the whole Phantom Thieves, they just literally half-ass saying, "Hey, Joker, you're gonna be okay," kind of thing, right? And then the character's like, "Yeah," and they're like, "All right then, see ya." And they just drive off, and it's just it feels like you're left like you're just left without a complete high five. You got left hanging. So it's just it felt wrong because you went through all this shit together, and you're just gonna say half-ass goodbye. Not all the fancies got to say goodbye. Only Futaba and Ryuji got to say a goodbye. Everyone else just stayed in the car. Like, that's not a proper goodbye. That's literally saying, "Hey, we're just gonna drop you off. Well, yeah, I hate you," kind of thing. I'm not gonna even say goodbye to you because I hate you. That's the vibe I felt. I'm like, guys, I thought you guys, were my friends, my family here, but nope, ditched me. So there's that shit, and that's what actually bothered me the most. Actually, was not even the Tsushizawa thing bothered me as much as the whole being left alone like that. It was just I felt like, oh, I'm alone now again. It's the same as I was when I went to Sojiro all by myself. I feel the same. I felt this despair. That's what I felt the entire time. It's like, oh.
I see.
And then I like the idea that Morgana just kind of jumps in your backpack. I like the idea. I actually did. It just pops out saying, "I'm coming with you." don't forget about me kind of thing,
Yeah.
which I liked. But then soon the Yoshizawa interaction was just awful.
Yeah.
It felt completely out of character.
It felt like it was forced because if you play the game, she's very optimistic, hyper, like, you know, she's
Yes.
got that.
Someone for one more
around
senpai.
me kind of vibe.
You're hoping for one more senpai? Is that what you just said, Sunny?
Yes.
God damn it, Sonny.
I was coming from more like instead of like okay, goodbye. I was like,
Oh, senpai, let me come with you.
I was hoping for more like. I was like more like, you know, more enthusiastic, you know. I was
Like more emotion. More
Yeah,
emotion. That's what you're looking for.
and I just like, good luck,
And then-
senpai. And then like, oh, thanks. I just got a little fucking nod. Okay, sorry, Paul. Sorry.
Nah, you're good, man. I know Sonny gets emotional about this too. But I know Chris also talked about this with me, but it just felt literally incomplete because she plays a major part, especially in that third semester. They gave her that role so she can play a major part. But once you see that scene, it's like, oh, I'm actually a side character kind of thing. I'm not a main character, which, you know, and the marketing for her, there was so much marketing for her. Like, it wasn't just the fact that, like, gameplay-wise, they tried to make you either end up with her or just, like, interact with her more. But the whole marketing, a lot of the Persona 5 marketing campaign, Persona 5 Royal marketing campaign was focused a lot around her.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna give her so much focus, you shouldn't just throw her away like she's like a side character. And that's just anything. If any future game developers are listening, don't do your character dirty like that. Don't.
If they just changed the ending with her to be more like literally any other scene in the game with her, it would have been perfect.
It just felt wrong. Like, they just literally, I'm gonna borrow this from a website I read, they character assassinated her. And it just felt supremely wrong, and I'm like, why did I even bother with you kind of thing.
Paul had to take a shower after that.
It was dramatic. He had his hand on the wall.
He was just silently sobbing in there.
But it's just like, I know Sonny took it way harder than I did with that Sumera thing, but
I was pissed.
I was really pissed too, but my god, Sonny, I didn't know you were that pissed.
Dude.
Did you guys happen to see the Maruki's reality ending?
No, I couldn't. Again, the idea.
I saw it. I saw it on YouTube.
I actually did not see it, but it'd be cool if you want to explain it for us, Chris.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it, but
Dang it.
Sonny can.
Go ahead, Sonny.
So in this ending, you basically just live the lie, and you see like the ending credits. You see everyone like living their quote dream, right? You know, Ryuji gets on the track team again. And he goes to like nationals. Futaba's with Sojiro and her mom. Makoto is with her dad, and Saya, they're like a happy family. An's with her best friend again, and the whole like Shiho. Who else? Who did I not name? Yusuke. Yeah, Morgana's a human, and he goes on dates with Lady An. Yusuke is still with
Madarame.
Yeah, Madarame. And did I name everybody?
Akechi accepts it too. Like,
yeah.
Because Akechi's born from your consciousness, he's actually being forced to accept it too.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And then I think at the ending picture, everyone's like happy, but Joker and Akechi are looking at you like you wanted this ending, but you wanted this lie, and then like that's it. That's the end of the game.
Damn, it's like breaking like the fourth wall. Like, look what you did.
Yeah.
Are you really happy? Are you truly happy with the decision you made?
Man, I hate the idea of living illusion. I just couldn't stand it. Anyway, past the Superman part before Sunny gets bad at me again. But
God damn it!
the next part I actually don't mind that much. But the idea of Joker just looking at the mirror and seeing like Joker, not like school Joker, but fantasy Joker. It just kind of eliminates the point of what you just did because you don't know what actually happened anymore. I'm like, did we just erase mementos, or is it mementos and still active if I can still see myself like that? And Sunny was able to talk me out of that. I was able to get past it because Sunny talked me out of it. Because he said, and I told Sunny, it's to show like he's still the true trickster in life. Mm-hmm. So I accepted it. But at first I was really upset with it. Sort of like, wait, what? Is there another Mementos movie to take care of? Persona 6? No.
So, I mean, the thing I got out of that was like Mementos is like the whole entire people's conscience. Like you can't. I feel like you can't technically erase Mementos, because it's like the collection of people's consciousness. So I feel like it'll always be there. Albeit now it's like, it's I feel like it's the true Mementos because there's no God actually trying to take control of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But then we come to like the final part of the true ending, Akechi's fate. And
see, I feel like they should have just left him dead. At that point, you're just tearing out my heartstrings. So like at first you made us believe that he was alive, and then you throw us like the curveball, like he's not even real. He's basically a cognition, and then you basically this whole moment was like Akechi was like accepting his fate, like he was gonna die, yes. This is for you, Akechi. Don't worry, we'll end it for you. And then you just in the ending, you see him like, what the fuck? Is he alive? So
I was confused about that.
So was I fighting with the real Akechi or the cognitive Akechi? So who was real and who was not? Who wasn't real?
So the way I interpreted the whole Akechi thing is that to me, Akechi died in Shido's palace, but when you see him come again, it's still Akechi. Like the way I see it is that because Maruki was tempering with reality, that wasn't really a cognition version of Akechi, but rather a resurrected Akechi. But once you eliminate Maruki's reality, the resurrection never happened. Therefore, Akechi never got resurrected. Mm-hmm. But the whole ending, that whole whether Akechi is still alive or not, I personally thought that was a decent idea. Like the way they did it, I didn't agree with it. I didn't agree how the fact he just walked like that at the train station. I didn't agree with that. Mm-hmm. But I like the idea to allude whether he's still alive or not. Yeah. But just not that way. And so I showed this to Chris and Sunny. I haven't showed it to my bro Razme yet. But I was so upset with that ending that I actually had to rewrite the ending. I wrote a fan fiction of the ending.
Yo,
it's pretty good.
Yo, Paul, you should post it, man.
I can read it out loud to you right now, Razme. I'll serenade you.
We'll just let the readers read it. It's kind of long, but
it's kind of long, yeah. But
we could turn it into a video.
Basically, I'm still gonna go. I want to talk about a little bit, not a whole lot though. Basically, I just instead of everyone just sort of half-assing goodbye, they kind of walk with you into the station, and then Yoshizawa-san too. When you sit down and this train starts leaving, they kind of you kind of see them and they're all waving goodbye, and then you wave goodbye back to them, and then Akechi's you hear Akechi, you hear him, but you never see him, and then the game ends. That's the way I rewrote the ending while still trying to be true to the ending, despite the fact I hate the ending.
Yeah, I think that we can all agree it's the ending would have been okay. It's just the way that they did certain things.
Yes.
If they had just slightly modified it to make it feel more aligned with the character's personality, as well as more aligned with the relationship that you build between the characters, whereas instead of dumping you, they're just they come with you and stuff like that. I think that would have been a little bit actually a huge improvement.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I mean, I like the idea of everyone just kind of moving on with their own future, Haru and Makoto moving in together to go to college, Ryuji going off to where is he going to physical rehab and athletic school or something like that.
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
he was like transferring schools and he was gonna join the track team.
Yeah, and then like Anne, working full time as an actress, Futaba going to school. I like the whole idea of moving on with their futures. That was actually really nice of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how they did it was awful.
Yeah.
Like the idea was good on paper, but when they actually did it, it fell apart.
Mm-hmm.
Felt bad.
Yeah, it didn't feel satisfying to me, and I lost sleep because of it. And if I lose sleep over it, it's not a good thing, obviously. And believe it or not, I was actually really like upset with myself that I did this, but it's actually in the top 10 worst endings of all media, video games, TV shows, all of it. Top 10 worst
Damn.
endings I've ever seen.
Holy shit. Can we have that list one day?
I will give you like if you actually like I'm just gonna compare it, like if you play Call of Duty Ghosts, if you see the ending of Call of Duty Ghosts, that might I hated Persona 5's ending more than I hated Call of Duty Ghosts ending. And if you ever seen Call of Duty Ghosts ending, it's awful.
Damn.
Like I felt more betrayed. Like I don't know. I feel like I have to say this. I felt more betrayed to that ending than when General Shepard shot me in Call of Duty. If anyone knows what that hurts.
Yeah. Thanks. So you guys wholeheartedly like actually.
Well, I don't hate it that much, but
Dang, okay, so I'm gonna say I kind of disagree. Like I thought the ending was actually satisfying. Like
wow,
the way
really?
it ended, yeah.
Man, I'm sorry, but you're
Well,
in the minority.
maybe it's because like from my point of view, like I didn't like for Yoshizawa. I wasn't too like I was like okay, she's kind of like she's a good character, but I'm like Yoshizawa.
That's true because you didn't romance her.
yeah, I didn't like romance her or anything. So like, but like I mean, I don't know. I just thought the way they ended because I mean yeah. The ending cutscene was kind of lacking, but at the same time, before you actually leave, you actually get to have like a one-on-one with all the confidants that you have, and I felt like that was kind of a good way to tie loose ends with everyone.
But that's in the base game too, though.
Yeah. I
The
mean,
base game did better.
and I mean, I just feel like for me personally, I was satisfied. I was like, yo, like this is actually kind of a good ending. The thing with like Akechi, I feel like they kind of leave it to like the reader, like not the reader, to the gamer's point of view. Like, do you still think he's alive or not? I still think personally that he's alive, just because he is also a trickster like Joker, because he serves as the foil. So I don't know. I felt like that was like good. Kind of like it kind of leaves everything to the gamer's imagination, which I kind of feel like that was kind of Atlas's way of making it kind of your story, like the way you want it to end.
No, she's a little better though.
I don't know.
Even during that like one-on-one though, Razme, you don't even get to see fucking Maruki, Akechi, or freaking Sumire.
Yoshizawa, yeah.
Like it's complete bullshit. Like it's complete bullshit from maxing out their fucking social links. There's like almost no point.
Yeah, so I feel like Sunny's even more pissed than I am right now. I'm holding back a lot. I'm holding back a massive amount of piss right now.
Yeah, like, so, I mean, I get it, like from all of the point of view that you guys have, where it's like we've gone through so much shit. Like the least that Atlas could do is give us a true happy ending.
Mm-hmm.
Because of like everything we've been through, and the fact that like okay, you have these new characters, and like the payment for it all is just kind of like in a sense a half-ass ending. But
At the same time, for that ending.
I mean, at the same time for me, I'm like, you know what? I'm satisfied. The game was fucking good. It's still a 10 out of 10 in my eyes.
It still was a really good game.
Yeah, it's a really good game. I personally give it like honestly, my scale for it is actually like 5 out of 5. And then when you cut the ending in, it goes from 5 out of 5 to 2.5 out of 5.
Damn.
All right. So like, I just want to like have, I guess, everyone's like final thoughts on what they thought of the game, like their experience.
Out of 10. Like, what was our final?
Yeah.
Like,
I kind of want to go like, what's everyone's final score? Like, what did you like? You know, like your final experience. You know, like what do you feel? What do you feel?
Okay, I guess we start with Chris because he's on the top.
Okay, I think all things considered, I would definitely give it like 9.5 to 10, only deducting just for like kind of the ending that I wasn't crazy about. Everything else though was so good. Like all the new additions made such a big difference and such a huge impact. Like if base Persona was like a 9 or something, this would definitely be like higher than that. Or if that was a 10, it would be higher than that, I guess. It was just that ending. If it was like slightly different, like it would be like perfect. But it's definitely like very, very close for me.
Okay, I like it. I think it's a pretty solid score. What about you, Sunny? What about you?
Okay, let me think. So base game, I thought it was 10 out of 10. Like it was good. Love the ending. Love the gameplay. Love everything. Persona 5 Royal. It's a hard one, man. The ending. A little bit upset.
I feel like after like talking about the ending, everyone's just been like nah, like fuck this game.
Raspberry. I paid $90 for that ending.
But let's not try to spoil anything here, guys. Alright, your final score.
9.5. That's not minus 0.5 for the ending. That's it. That's it. Like I loved all the gameplay, like elements they added, the story, like the new characters, they were fantastic. Like all the new events in the third semester were awesome. And honestly, I would say it's definitely a good, like, if you ever played Persona 5, the base game, or haven't played Persona 5 in general, definitely pick it up. Honestly, it's worth it.
For sure.
I agree.
Alright, Paul. It's you, brother. Next.
All right, boys. I think I have the lowest rating. I'll be honest. Honestly, if I just look at the gameplay, everything before that final moment, I give it a 10 out of 10. I loved everything. I love the show times. I love the third semester. I love the new music soundtrack. And I just like the smallest details actually made that game a lot more fun than the original base game for me. But my rating for just the gameplay and story up to like the ending is 10 out of 10. My rating with the ending, 5 out of 10.
What?
Damn, that's crazy.
Dude, that so the ending
I paid
really
$90 and I lost 12 hours of sleep because of it.
oh my gosh. Okay, man,
The ending with me.
that's a crazy scale. It's a crazy scale, bro.
Lost 5 points off of that. Damn.
He was just not satisfied with it. Find out why. If you
Sonny knows this. Sonny knows how frustrated and pissed I am.
I got the whole chat log.
It's long.
All right. What about you, Resume?
Alright, so base game Persona 5. When I first played it, it was a 10 out of 10. It was probably like it was game of the year for me, 2017, right? Persona 5 Royal, yo, I gotta say for me, it was for sure an 11 out of 10. It was pretty much just for me. It was like base game on steroids. Like they improved everything, yo. It was like freaking like all the best chocolate that you've ever eaten. Like I could just consume it. I feel like at this point, anything Atlas makes, like Atlas could literally just like give me a thumbnail of a title, and I'll be like, yo, just fucking take all my money, yo, take my life savings. You want my life, bro? Take it, man. Like as long as I can get my hands on whatever JRPG you're gonna have, yeah, I'm willing to sell my body to Atlas.
Persona 6.
If you guys,
I'm about to go work at Atlas now.
Oh god.
Yeah, yo, I'm ready, yo. Just, yo, I don't even Atlas. Just you don't even have to pay me. Just like give me like a sample of the new shit you're gonna release, and I'll be happy. But I mean, I don't know. Like the game was just for me so good, and right now, I'm happy to say that like this might be game of the year for me. I know there are like a lot of other probably good JRPGs that will be coming out this year. Definitely gonna try out the Final Fantasy VII remake, but for right now, this is probably like game of the year.
Damn.
I respect that, Rise Man. I respect that. That's coming from a guy who came at 5 out of 10 out of the game, so.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Like from beginning to end, I gotta say it was masterpiece, yo. Masterpiece. And if you're like new...
Oh, go ahead, Resman. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Nah. Go ahead.
No.
Well, I was just gonna say, like for sure, like just picking back off of what you said, Sunny. Like if you haven't played Persona 5 or Persona 5 Royal, I would definitely say pick up Royal. Like it's definitely the better game out of the two. And if you guys don't like the ending, like the rest of us, for sure, just like YouTube that shit. But Royal is definitely the one to pick up if you haven't played the game.
I'm calling the DLC ending coming out soon.
They can take my money on it too. I'll be waiting. I'll pre-order
I'll
that.
buy
shit.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I buy the ending. Anything gets that horrible ending kind of like that.
But yeah, I mean, I guess we're gonna leave the comment section open to you guys. Like, what do you guys think? If you guys played the game, like, do you guys like it? What do you guys rate? You know, like, feel free to leave your opinion down in the comments. Like, we're free to openly discuss with you guys as well.
Also, get ready for waifu tier list and character tier list of
Coming soon.
Persona 5 Royal characters. We're gonna see if your waifu is S tier. I think you guys already know who my S tier is.
See that?
Yeah. I think after this, a lot of people are gonna know what your S tier waifu is.
Funny. I respect your wife because the fact that I picked her as well, but my God, Sonny.
We'll just have to leave that up for the next video, but
Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
Until then, yeah.
Yeah,
We'll see you guys later.
yeah, feel free to subscribe, guys, and catch you guys in the next one.
I love you, senpai.
She tried to kill me.